I know. Kill some people! Taste my axe, you stupid little. Oh boy! My turnips reached the 3rd level of their growth cycle! No! Oh no!
It doesn't matter how excited I am to play a game, I never hit that start button without watching the opening cinematic, and more relevant for this list, the title screen. Video game title screens always seemed so magical to me. They were my gateway into a new world and a new adventure. But what is it that makes video game title screens so special? A large part is the music that accompanies it. Whether it's peaceful and calming or epic and adventurous, title themes are awesome and they always capture the feeling of the game that's to follow, or at least the good ones do. For this list, I only considered title themes, not opening cinematics, assuming they're different. Whatever song is playing on the actual title screen itself is the only song eligible. If the song is playing as the opening cinematic and transitions into the title screen, that's fine, as long as it's still the same song. So with that clear, let's get this thing started. I remember when I was a kid and my little cousin wanted to play Mario Party with me. My first thought, what the heck is a Mario Party? It ended up being one of my favorite games on the N64, along with 2 and 3. But even though I prefer the actual gameplay of 2 and 3 over 1, the title theme of the first installment is just incredibly nostalgic, and it really gets me in the mood for a Mario Party, which is by far the best kind of party. As bad as I am at Starcraft now, I was even worse when it first came out. My matches usually lasted around 5 to 10 minutes tops, but even though I never won an actual match, at least I could listen to the awesome music on the title screen. Something about this song just reminds me of Space Marines and battle cruisers. It definitely has a more Terran type feel to it. This song is iconic if you're a fighter fan. All the music in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 makes you want to dance, which is kinda strange for a fighting game if you ask me, but somehow it just works. This particular song really sets up the jazzy type theme of the game right from the get-go.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
When I think of Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance, I think of adventure. Young heroes setting off to save the world during troubled times, and this song really captures that feeling. The second you turn this game on, you know you're up for a quest that you won't soon forget. There's not much I can say about this iconic piece of music, mostly because it's so short, but hey, it's Earthbound. Not much else needs to be said. This game isn't only one of the most visually stunning games I've ever played, it's also one of the hardest. There were plenty of times while I was playing Odin Sphere for the PlayStation 2 where I just wanted to rage quit, but whenever that happened, I just saved, went to the title screen, and listened to this amazingly calming and beautiful song until all my rage subsided. And then, I was ready to play again. Banjo-Tooie's title theme doesn't sound like much at first, but give it about 16 seconds and it gets going. It's basically the same song as the one on the original Banjo-Kazooie, but on the original Banjo, the song was actually an opening cinematic as opposed to a title screen theme. So for the sake of this list, I'm gonna go with Banjo-Tooie. The Sims has always had great music, and while for the most part I prefer the music to the original over the music in 3, I really like the theme for The Sims 3. This title theme not only sounds great, it also does what any good title theme does. It makes me really excited to play the actual game itself. Usually for my lists, I come up with the choices by myself with only the occasional advice from a close friend or two, but for this particular list, being that there's so many options, I did even more research, and I also got some suggestions from a lot of people on my Facebook and Twitter pages. This is one of the themes that I discovered through that method. I'll admit I had never even heard of Journey to Silius before, but I cannot deny it's got one heck of a title theme, especially for a game that came out in 1990. Maplestory. When I first played this game, it rocked. For the first week or so. Then I eventually realized that there wasn't that much to do. I mean, I'm sure they've added a lot since I last played, but back then, it didn't take me long to forget about this game. One thing I didn't forget though was the amazing title screen theme. This song is just so incredibly peaceful, but at the same time, it really makes me want to go on an adventure. An adventure to kill 353 smiley mushroom people. And that's part 1 of my list of the top 20 title themes in video games. I'm PeanutButterGamer, and I'll see you next time on part 2. Want to play some games with me? Want to get some cool updates on things I'm doing before anyone else? Then like my Facebook page in the description below. Hey, I might even buy you some ice cream. If you're good. Go to normalboots.com now to see the new video listed below. And if you want to follow my shenanigans, you can find me at facebook.com/peanutbuttergamer or twitter.com/peanutbuttergmr. Thanks for watching, everybody.